What's up, guys? Last weekend, we had the 2024 Knoxville Regional Championships. You may have seen that I attended. Jared Grimes ended up taking Chien Pao Baxcalibur to a top 16 finish, actually sliding right into the 16th place slot. Jared's been playing this deck all season, and he's done very well with it. It's a deck that's kind of been flying under the radar a little bit, but some of the top players have been doing pretty okay with it, and namely Jared. So I've wanted to take the chance to look at the deck list, and no better opportunity than when he just placed top 16 with it at a regional. So without further ado, let's jump into the deck list. Alright guys, here we have it. This is the deck list that Jared Grimes was able to take to a top 16 finish at the last weekend's Knoxville Regional Championships that I was at, and definitely didn't make top 16. But that's neither here nor there. This is his list. We've got this. It's a pretty straightforward Chien Pao Baxcalibur list if you've ever seen this deck function before. We've got the 3 Chien Pao, pretty awesome with its Shivery Chill ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may search your deck for 2 basic water energy, reveal them, put them in your hand, and shuffle your deck. And then we've got the Hail Blade, which for 2 water energy does 60 times. You may discard any amount of water energy from your Pokemon, so not just this Pokemon, any Pokemon in play. And this attack does 60 damage for each card you discarded in this way. So definitely easy to get this thing loaded up real quick. How do we do that, you might ask? This is where the Frigibax and the Baxcalibur come into play. So this deck is solely relying on skipping the Stage 1 evolution of the Frigibax, so no Arctibax in the deck. We've got these 260 HP and the 170 HP, just different HP splits there for different situations and also retreat cost. But we want to get the Frigibax out as soon as possible and then be able to Rare Candy into a Baxcalibur. And the Baxcalibur is very, very good with the Super Cold ability. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a basic water energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So insanely good. The only specification here is that it's a water energy, but it can go to any Pokemon that you have in play. So very, very good. We are relying on the 2/2 Bidoof Bibarel. This is the Bidoof that cannot be attacked while it's on the bench, so that's very good. Very, very good in this format. But we have the Bibarel with the Industrious Incisors. Once during your turn, draw cards until you have 5 in your hand, and you can stack that, so that's worth noting. Here we also have the Iron Hands, which is super sick for getting some cheesy plays to be able to take more prizes, which you will see in one of these games coming up. How we get the Lightning Energy, we do have 1 in the deck and 2 Earthen Vessel to be able to go search out that 1 Lightning Energy, and then the Baxcalibur can attach the rest of the Water Energy to load up the Amp You Very Much attack. Obviously, we've got Radiant Greninja in here to help draw cards, as well as Baxcalibur again, being flexible with loading that energy up, can go onto the Greninja, and we can Moonlight Shuriken whatever we need to. The Irida comes in super handy. We're able to grab any of the Pokemon, ideally the textbook combo with the Irida is to grab the Baxcalibur and the Rare Candy, so super awesome. We can also grab Cross Switchers, Superior Energy Retrieval, whatever we really need in the moment. Earthen Vessel maybe to get the Iron Hands loaded up. Super, super good. We got 2 Iono for Disruption, obviously. 4 Cross Switcher. There's not really any room for Boss in here, and we're always going to want to be playing Irida or maybe Iono in the turn, so it's nice to be able to Gust as well as play Irida in the same turn. So it's very, very good. We've got the textbook staples here. We got 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Superior Energy Retrieval. Very, very key to be getting your energy back because you're discarding it for the attacks. And the Moonlight Shuriken, or concealed cards as well. You're discarding a lot of energy, so it's very good to be able to get those back. 4 VIP Pass. Take advantage of it while we've got it in the format before it rotates out. 3 Rare Candy, 3 Nest Ball. Pretty good staples there. We got the 2 Vessels, 2 Super Rod, pretty good for getting maybe some of the Frigibax back when they get knocked out early in the game. Obviously cycling some of those energy back. 1 Heavy Ball just in case we prize, you know, one of the very, very staple basic Pokemon that we have. We've got 4 PokéStop. We like to hit these pretty early because we have a ton of items in our deck, so pretty good. And also, Path to the Peak does shut this deck down a little bit, not a ton. It doesn't allow us to use the Shivery Chill to go get energy, which can certainly slow the deck down a little bit, but it's not the end of the world if we do get Pathed. Then we've got the 8 Water, 1 Lightning Energy. Again, deck list is pretty straightforward. Jared Grimes has been running this deck very hot this whole season, actually, so shout out to him. Let's get in some games. I got the mulligan off the rip. You hate to see it, but it is what it is. We'll see what our opponent is playing. You start the... I guess if we're going to start any of the Frigibacks, the 60 is the one that's probably fine. We got 3 Cross Switchers in our hand, so that's good. We're going first, so that's even better. I mean, it's not great, so if I were to guess, I would think we're up against Roaring Moon here. Just taking a guess. So yeah, the Frigibacks not being there is rough. We can't Cross Switcher because there's nothing to bring up from the bench, and that is the trigger action of that card. So literally doing what the cards have for us here, which was kind of my situation in Knoxville. It is indeed Roaring Moon. I found myself playing out my hands as much as I could, and they just weren't there, you know? So we'll see just how... I mean, they had a pretty perfect start here. Starting the Mew, free retreat. They can just get that Roaring Moon loaded up. It's like, if they get... Yeah, they're going to get the Sada's Vitality. It checks out. They're going to be seeing a lot of cards here. Could be tricky. I'm not super hopeful. If we can live one turn here, that would be, like, super ideal. Probably get some Dark Patches off of the PokéStop. They don't. But one thing to note, they don't have the Squawk ability out yet, so that's huge. If we get lucky here, I'm not sure what they're canceling. That seemed like a waste. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. So let's bring this up. This might be just because I don't know that I can actually get there, you know? So we will see. Let me go ahead and go here first. We'll go ahead and grab the Baxcalibur, the Rare Candy. There are Earthen Vessels and such in the deck, so there is a chance. There is a chance here. Having the Baxcalibur is a good start. So we'll go grab our guaranteed 2 energy here. Worst case here, though, the way I'm thinking this through is that if we hit the Chien Pao for 120, if they Frenzied Gouging, they have to knock themselves out too. So, actually, just kidding. That was not a good observation because they can just take the stadium and hit for 220. So this isn't looking good, but that's all right. We'll still just go ahead and hit for the 120. So that could have been a misstep. That was a gamble. That was a huge gamble. Certain little actions like this that I'm kind of getting used to with this deck so far. So they have to get the energy, but that's not a tall order to ask of them. Yeah, see, they're going to get that. And I'm assuming they're going to just Calamity Storm here, hit for 220, get the clean KO. So it's not looking super great. We're going to have to rely on the Iono, see what we can get. So they go with the Calamity Storm 220. Definitely the correct play. I kind of had a misstep there, but we'll see if we can come back from that. PokéStop. We have 36 cards in the deck. I think I'm good to give it one shot here. That's pretty good. Okay. So we got this. We got the Chien Pao. So this is actually pretty huge. What we can do, since we don't have the Bidoof, we can go grab the 2 energy. It's super unfortunate to... Let's save the energy attachment, because we can super cold to ourselves to retreat, which is not ideal. But it is what it is. And then at this rate, I think I'm fine to get rid of that. Grab the other 2. We will super cold those. And then that's really all we need. And I can go ahead and Shivery Chill to grab the last water out of the deck. And I'll go ahead and Iono here. We'll bring their hand down to 4 and give us 6. So it's not over yet. We'll see. We got 4 energy in the discard, which is actually huge. So we can go ahead and SER the 2 Battle VIP Pass, grab the 4 energy. And if we really want to get things set up nicely here, we can go ahead and just attach 2 here. 1 here, and then 1 here. My reasoning with that is I can attack for the 120 here, knock this out, and then still have the 2 energy. It's not great leaving them with the PokéStop there, because I could just do the same thing again, but it might be a lot of work for them to get all the pieces they need to be able to Calamity Storm there. So I think I'm willing to take that risk, and we'll see how it pays off. So promoting the Mew there is definitely correct. You want to always promote your free retreater. They got the other Roaring Moon. Let's see what the 4 cards we gave them off of the Iono were. That could be huge. They go Ultra Ball. Energy, so they've gotten rid of a lot of energy switches. That's definitely 2. Yeah, 2 energy switch. They have 3 Earthen Vessel in the discard, so, and 2 Professor Sada. They're definitely sort of down on resources here. They're getting concealed cards. The one thing I haven't seen, yes, is the Dark Patch. So there's 1 energy for them there. Yeah, the 2 energy switch, so they should have 2 left. They have 1 Earthen Vessel. So they're going to be able to get the energies out of the deck, but I don't see a ton of ways that they're going to be able to accelerate the energy. I could be wrong. Maybe they got the Sada, and if they did, we're kind of not looking super good, but the hope is that, yes, they just promote the Luminion because they do not indeed have it. So we draw a Cross Switcher, which is unfortunate because the other 3 are in the discard, so it's okay. It's all right. 18 right there. We can... It's probably fine to go ahead and PokéStop just to get some more resources if possible. So the other Frigibax is just toast, as well as our Iron Hands. Iron Heads could have been a thing here, but we don't have an Earthen Vessel in order to get the lightning energy. So I think actually we're just kind of fine just hitting a Luminion for knockout here. So we can go Hailblade for... We'll probably take some off the bench one. 612. and then 18 there for the knockout. So we leave our active with the energy, which is kind of dicey because I would presume that this one's going to get knocked out. So I maybe should have flip-flopped that, left the 2 energy on the bench, but we do take a superior energy retrieval off of the prizes. So I think we're looking pretty decent here. We are up on the prize trade despite my misplay in the first prize interaction there. That was definitely not great. Cross switching up the Roaring Moon was kind of a gamble. You had to I had to hope to get all of the pieces I needed in order to knock that out. But that's a gamble that even I'm still trying to, get through, seeing if it ever pays off. But in that scenario, it did not. But them whiffing the pieces they needed a little bit later in the game, I think is going to help us out here. So you'll see they get the other 2 energy switch and a dark patch. So they're going to get 2 moons loaded up. But hopefully that doesn't matter. I actually think we should be good here, because we should get 4 energy off of the superior energy retrieval, and we should just be able to go ahead and knock this moon out and take this game. Definitely got kind of lucky there, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So we need literally 4, so I think we're good. Get rid of the doof and the switcher. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we should be able to just seal this one up. We'll attach. We will super cold. 18 and 24. We won't do anything unnecessary here. We will just go ahead and hit for 240 and take the win. We got kind of lucky there, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cut that out though. I think it's important to show mistakes that are being made, thought processes through those mistakes, because I'm not a perfect player. So yeah, we got lucky there. We got that one sealed up. Kind of shows Chien Pao can have a bit of a comeback as long as your Baxcalibur sticks around for the whole game. All right, won the coin flip. So that's the first time in like 5 games I think I've first been able to call the coin flip and then to win it. So we'll take it. And then we get stiffed with a bad hand. Love to see it. I haven't been having the best luck with competitive Pokemon TCG lately, but that's okay. Starting the Chien Pao is pretty good. We can get some energy up out of there. We will see. We top deck the Battle VIP Pass, maybe? Which would be super cool. The Chien Pao mirror. Let's go. Okay. So we are first to set up here. Let's grab some energy out of the deck. We got our 2. We can go ahead and attach. Rip a VIP pass off of the PokéStop. There we go. We tossed a Frigibax, but that's okay. I think we are kind of chilling. We do have the Irida and the Rare Candy in hand, which is super sick. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. And actually, so the Bidoof is great, obviously, but I'm cool grabbing, I think, almost double. We do not have the Greninja, but they cannot get off to the races going into this next turn, so I think we're cool. Just sit here. We should be able to, now that we'll get set up, kind of go off to the races. They have the Palkia and the Greninja. So that's something we want to be mindful of. This is Jared's list from Knoxville. He's not playing the Manaphy, so he obviously wasn't super concerned about Greninja's coming in hot. So we will see if that pays off or not. They tossed 2 Irida off of the PokéStop, which is rough. Yeah, we'll see. think right now, yeah, the Palkia is probably the big threat here. But I think it's okay. So we can Irida. We can grab this guy. And I think on it, oops, maybe not SER, but maybe Vessel, I think is probably fine. Because, let's see. Iron Hands, a 240. There is a world where that's possible. 2, 3. You know what? Maybe we do that. Spec board, we got Iron Hands. We got the Rare Candy. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. We got the Vessel. Your Rare Candy into Baxcalibur. And then I think we can plop the Iron Hands. We will Shivery Chill. Grab 2 water. And then we can Earthen Vessel to PokéStop. We'll grab a water and a lightning. We will then proceed to attach return. We will Super Cold 3 waters onto Iron Hands. We will Cross Switcher up the Palkia or Iron Hands and take 3 prizes, which is insane. We'll see if our opponent ends up sticking around for that one. That is definitely a sick play that is able to be made in the mirror match and a lot of other matches where Ampy very much can take 2 to 3 prizes, which is kind of nuts. So we're already halfway through our prizes, which is wild. So we obviously burned through a lot of resources there, but I think we're fine. We actually not that much. 2 Cross Switchers, the Earthen Vessel is really all we cooked there. So I think that's pretty okay. And even if they Greninja here, I mean, they're taking out one of the Frigibax, and they're just putting damage on another Pokemon. So definitely not the end of the world. This is a deck where I wish there was room in the list for, like, 1 boss's order. I think that would feel, like, insanely good. Because trying to get the double Cross Switchers all the time can be kind of rough, obviously, but I think we're okay. So it looks like they're getting the Chien Pao knocked out, or loaded up. Double Chien Pao, actually. Okay. I can appreciate that. Going for the 240. Okay. So that seems fine. We should be able to get the return knockout with our Chien Pao here. And then we'll just kind of see where things go from there. So, how many energy? We've got 4 there right now, which is awesome. So we can go grab these 2. We will definitely be getting the return knockout. And it should be pretty tough for our opponent to kind of get back into the game at that point, honestly. Might as well just grab this. We can go ahead and attach return. Actually, almost want to grab this, grab another Chien Pao just as backup here. We need 6, 12, 18, 24. We need 4 energy. So that is actually awesome. So we can get the 2 on here. And then still also leave this Chien Pao with a good amount of energy. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go ahead and just leave the split there, just in case they end up going after the Baxcalibur. That's obviously not ideal. So we got the knockout there. And we will have one prize left to go. We got the SER in the hand, so that is absolutely great. Yeah, obviously, again, we hope here that even if they take out the Baxcalibur, perhaps we just top deck the Irida, and we could get that going as well. So we'll see. Got the other backs. Industrious for 4. Okay. They haven't used any of their cross switches yet. They're down 3 Irida, though, which is kind of nuts. So them not using cross switcher yet does definitely concern me a little bit. We will see where they go with this. They got the Radiant Greninja loaded up. Yikes, so they just tossed another Palkia and an Iono off of the PokéStop. They got a switch. Shivery Chill for 2 more, but they don't have them. Probably should have played Super Rod first, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's see, if they go into the Radiant Greninja, I'll be curious to see what the plan is. Obviously, they can take out the Frigibax. But then what? So they're just gonna pass, actually, which is definitely rough. I don't remember if I have any energy in the deck or not. Let's just take a look. We do not. That's okay though, because I think we're fine just going ahead and Pokestopping. Whatever we get here, we could just then use as superior energy retrieval fodder. We can grab our 4. We can then super cold or shivery chill. No, super cold. One of those two things has to do with being cold. We can go for our 4 there. We don't need to BM them. And we can hit for... I didn't realize there was 4 on the other one. 6, 12, 18, 24. For the knockout. For the win on the mirror match. So, very cool. Mirror match, you just get going first, get things set up real quickly. It's very hard for the opponent to keep up. So, very nice. Guys, that's it for today's gameplay video with Chien Pao Baxcalibur. Again, shout out to Jared Grimes for placing top 16 in last weekend's Knoxville Regional Championships with this deck. If you like this video and all these types of videos, first off, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave me a comment down there. Let me know what you think of Chien Pao in the current format and the format to come after rotation. If you don't have any thoughts on that, throw your favorite emoji down there. The interaction helps a ton. I appreciate you guys. Also, if you like this gameplay kind of stuff, be sure to check me out on Twitch at PokeDubz, or twitch.tv/PokeDubzTCG, where I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with some bonus streams here and there. But yeah, until the next one, guys, keep being awesome, as always, and we will see you then. Peace.